Hey everyone, I hope you guys are going to join us today for this really great lesson. I want you guys to sit back, relax, and listen up to all the great things that Jesus had been teaching us.
So there once was a man who said such incredible things, such wonderful things that everybody had to listen and follow to him. You see, he often spoke about a kingdom of heaven. But this kingdom was not like the kingdoms we know, with the high walls and the towers and the castles. Not even a kingdom that far away, but people just had to ask him, well, what is this kingdom you speak of? And well, he said that the kingdom of God is like a father who owns much land, much cattle, wheat in his fields. And this father had two sons. He said that the kingdom of heaven is like the one son coming to his father, saying, Father, I would like my inheritance now. I would like you to give me all that is mine. And so the father agreed. He divided up his land and gave the one son his money's worth. And that son took his money and he went off. He went to quite some far land. And there, using his money, he started to have a good time. He started to party all the time. He would use his money on all sorts of things. He would go from place to place, using up all the money that he had, until eventually there was no money left. And he ended up working for a man. And this man got him to clean out all of the pigs' pens. He would clean out the pig sties and all sorts of the ugly jobs that nobody ever wanted. And one day, he was so hungry, he wanted to eat some of the pig food himself. And he thought back, well, at his father's place, even all of his father's servants, at least they had as much food as they wanted, 3 whole meals a day. But here he is, eating scraps from a pigsty, not even earning that much money. And so he thought, well, what happens if I go back to my father and I ask my father to forgive me for all that I have done? I hope my father would be able to take me back. I would even just work the land so that I'm able to eat something during the day. And so this son did. He left all that he knew behind him and went back to his father. It took quite some time, and when he arrived, his brother was working on the fields. But he went straight to his father. And his father saw him from quite some distance, and his father ran up to him, and his son started to say, well, Father, please forgive me. But before he could get a word out, the father told his servants, quickly, go get him clean clothes, put the family ring on his finger, and today we are going to have the biggest feast we have ever had. So the father wanted to celebrate that his son was back. And so his son fell on his knees to his dad and said, Father, forgive me because I have sinned against you and I've sinned against God. Please, would you forgive me? The father picked him up off of the floor and brought him inside. And they started to have a great feast that night, with as much food as everyone could eat. And everyone was having a good time. But the brother, he came back from a long day of working on the fields, and he saw what was happening. A servant came to him and said that your brother has been found, and we are throwing a great party for him. But this brother grew angry, and he started to walk away. It was then that the father went after him and spoke to the brother, asking him what the matter is. And so he said, well, Father, I have been here by your side for so long. I have not once caused any harm against you. I have not once fought against you. But yet, the brother who has taken everything and squandered it all away, you throw him a banquet now to show how much you love him. But the father turned to his son and said, well, everything that I have is yours. And we must celebrate, for your brother, he was lost, but now he is found. He was gone forever, but he is with us now. So we must celebrate that he is here. And so I wonder what part of the story did you like the best? I wonder what part of the story do you think is the most important part of the story? I wonder, would you like to be at this party one day?
Awesome, guys. I hope you enjoyed that story from Jesus. Now what we're going to do is we're going to get into a time where we can actually worship and dance. I want you guys to get up off of your seat, come to the front of the TV or the computer, and let's dance together. Let's worship God together. And I'll see you guys next week.
Your feet, you're the only one I need. I turn to you